This has been home for 20 years or more. Suddenly, their lives may be uprooted, but the scariest part for them is they don't know what's coming next.
This is about the last thing Bruce Miller wants to be doing, taking his mobile home apart. He and the other residents of the Lazy Mountain Trailer Court are being evicted.
I know a lot of the world looks upon people who live in mobile homes as trailer trash. But you know, these are people. They're like me and they're like Cindy. These are our homes. We live in them by choice.
It's a complaint I also heard from Cindy Johnson as she showed me around.
The only spaces available are in Anchorage. I've lived in Eagle for 30 years. I don't want to move to Anchorage. Or we could move to Wasilla, and I don't want to be kicked out the back door either. This is my home.
And these are people you actually know?
In the trailer court?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've gotten to know each other a lot in the last 4 or 5 months because we formed a homeowners association.
And they've hired a lawyer. Their argument is the landowners just want to sell the property to a developer who plans to build apartments or condos. And they claim that's illegal, that under Alaska law, they can only be evicted if the owners themselves plan to build something new. Alaska Legal Services' Jim Davis is taking the case to court.
Well, there's a way to do development, do it legally. There's a law that protects mobile home dwellers. These folks with all their resources into their homes have a right to certain protections before they lose those assets, and that's all we're asking.
The I-Team contacted the owners at Swain Williams Eagle River Associates. They didn't want to talk on camera, but they did fax us a statement saying they're not only doing everything legally, they're going beyond what the law requires by offering $3,000 to people who leave by the middle of next month. Residents say $3,000 won't cover much of their costs to move. They've got an offer of their own for the landowners, and it involves forming a co-op.
The home tenants buy the property from the owner, and they each become owners in the property. And then they can do all the stuff that with the excess money that the owners didn't do, they could do it themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and people are more apt to take care of their stuff if they own it.
But the landowners rejected the offer, saying they can't back away from the deal they have with the developer. And that's why we found Bruce starting to take his mobile home apart.
As it stands right now, our plan is to leave Alaska and relocate. We don't want to leave Alaska. We'd much rather stay here, but we haven't found any place we can move our trailer.
He's actually afraid he may just have to walk away from it and leave it sitting here.
It depends upon whether or not I can get it moved. My son is supposed to come over and help me, but he hasn't showed up yet. Okay.
Everybody here has until October 11th to leave unless a judge intervenes and throws out the eviction notice. The resident's attorney tells me he believes the case is pretty good and that just might happen. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Matt. Well,